Terrific. And I will go ahead and share my screen with our agenda and we can begin. Bear with me just a second here. There we go. All right, good morning, everybody. I know we have a full agenda today, so I think we better just go ahead and get started. I've gone ahead and shared the agenda here. Please make sure if you have questions throughout that you are coming off mute and asking those or putting them in the chat. We will try to monitor the chat as well and make sure Vic hears your questions if you ask them there. Otherwise, welcome and we'll get started.
Yep. Good morning, everyone. So, we're working in the CASA system now, and that's where you put in your claims, and all the districts have been putting their title programs in, but we've been making some changes in that system behind the scenes. And Q3, we had 5 people that did not get paid, and the only way I know is if I get an email from you. So you should get your money after the window closes within a couple of weeks. If you don't get, that electronic transfer, email me and let me know about it so that I can follow up, because that's one thing I like to make sure you get paid. And for summer programs, make sure you're sending me an email letting me know if you're running a summer program and the location, because a lot of times there's maintenance going on in the buildings, and on your contract we state where what schools are going to get the services, and just for your own protection, you send me that email. We'll have a record that it's a temporary change. We don't have to do a formal amendment, but I like to make sure that you guys are not gonna get in any kind of predicament with that. So make sure you send me an email with the locations of your summer program. And also, if you have staff changes, you should be sending me an update too on major stuff. Like you get a new business office person, send me an update on that. You get a new director, send me an email, and let your admin people know that that's a requirement for this grant. Okay, I think we're on number 4, Heidi.
I apologize. I'm having a little bit of trouble this morning, as you can tell. Hang on here. There we go. All right, so number 4, would you like me to speak on this a little bit, Vic? We don't have a lot of information.
The program, and then I'll add to what you say at the end.
Sure. So this is very preliminary information, just getting started. We are currently working with Dave Welter, whom many of you know, an IASL team member and consultant for Iowa After School Alliance, doing some outreach to different areas in the state that are not currently offering STEM programming for students. And we're doing that through helping them with technical assistance to build FIRST leagues. So FIRST, I don't know if you're familiar with, there are many different kind of offshoots of that. There's a robotics league, there's a tech challenge for older kids. And Dave has been working with a team from another FIRST league that has some older students in it that are very excited about trying to help programs get built. Their goal is to have a FIRST program in every county of the state, 99 counties. And so it's a pretty lofty goal, but they're working hard to try to get there. Dave's idea was to hopefully expand that even farther. And so he brought the idea to Vic and I, and it's something that we think could potentially benefit 21st century programs in the future. So Vic, I'll let you take it from there.
Okay. Well, we're planning on having a session at Impact Conference so you can learn a little bit more about it. And one of the things we've kind of thought about would be a contract with state activities money to provide 10 sites with one of these opportunities. It costs about $400 to do. So we're targeting, those sites that are spending all their money, they're smaller, that way you guys get equity for the opportunities at some of the larger programs. They've got a lot of extra money that they can afford to pay that $400 to be part of this, no problem. And I know who has unspent money and who doesn't. So I think that's a fair way of introducing ourselves to it. Plus, one of the things is they're just getting started. I don't think they would have the capacity at this time to do Des Moines because Des Moines just has too many sites. So eventually that's the goal, to be able to serve everyone. But I think it's a great opportunity for kids, and it's something exciting that they'll be, wanting to come into the after school program to be participating in this. So we'd like to know your feedback. If you think that's something worth doing. I don't know, Heidi, is there a website you can put in the chat so people can kind of check this out a little more?
Yeah, for sure. Just remember that we are not affiliated directly with FIRST, but you can certainly get an idea of what kind of programs are available. Yes.
Right. And then like maybe at the next meeting, you guys take a look at the website and let us know if that's something you'd be interested in. Because, we want to make sure we're giving you good opportunities. And then, got some good news about a grant. I just got this a couple of days ago. It's a full service community school grant. And it's very similar to a 21st century grant. In fact, you could use it to run an after school program, but it's considered supplemental. They've been doing this now for a few years, and there's been in Iowa, Des Moines has this grant, and they use it alongside the 21st century. Its focus is on to provide a full range of services for kids, like social and emotional, mental health services, those kinds of things. They really stress having a food bank in the schools to help the families in poverty. It's a pretty good grant. Right now it's discretionary, and the feds are studying the results. So if you do this grant, you're probably going to have to communicate to them the progress. If more than one district gets involved with this grant, you can get extra points on the federal scale for doing this. Now, they want to know if you're thinking about applying, to send them an email in July or early July. And then I think you've got to get it in August or September. The exact dates are on those websites. Yeah. But I know that they plan on releasing that. Okay, the applications are due on August 8th. Yep. And then the December is when they will announce it, but it could be, January, the way the feds work. But anyway, they're going to give out 73 million to 45 grantees. And there's no reason why Iowa can't be one of those grantees, some of your sites. There's also priority in there for rural sites. So it's a tremendous opportunity. I would encourage you to take a look at that. And if you have some questions, I'm happy to provide some assistance. However, I can't write the grant for you. And I know there's a part on there for states, but that's not going to be possible because we just don't have enough staff. And, you know, I'm also doing Title I claims. So I think you want your Title I money. You don't want me to venture off on, on another direction here. So I think I did 15 Title I claims yesterday. As they're just trickling in right now. But anyway, check it out. It's a great grant. I think eventually what'll happen is they're going to merge this with the 21st century. And they might have it as an additional component. But the feds can run this as a discretionary grant for years. Now, we have another discretionary grant, the OSTCP, which is for those programs that had a high school program already. They ran a grant to provide additional career pathways. And we have that at 4 high schools around Iowa, and we only had 4 high schools in the 21st century program. So if you're one of those sites, let me tell you that the contract should be out next week. We had a little glitch with the amount of money, and I was for months, making inquiries to make sure that I could get you guys the most amount possible. And those contracts, you'll be very happy because it's more money than we've gotten in the previous years. So okay. Heidi, do you want to go and talk about number 6?
Yes, absolutely. Oh, and also Elva did put in the chat for you guys the link to the First League homepage. So if you want to check that out, you certainly can. This is a PD opportunity that came across our desk this week. The CACFP Virtual Summit is happening in August. This is the food and nutrition program. And if it's something that you are interested in learning more about, it looks very comprehensive. It also offers up to 12 hours of HHS credit as well if you are a licensed program or you have people in your program that need licensing hours. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Make sure that you're aware that it's available for you.
Nice. And let me say that if you serve a full meal every day, you can qualify. When you do your application, you get 5 bonus points. But if you're already running a program and you sign up for that, you'll get my gratitude for doing that extra to make sure the kids get the nutrition they need. And it's always nice to stay on my good side.
I don't think I've ever seen a bad side, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. You guys. Okay.
I'm like Santa Claus, though. I've got a list, checking it twice. And I do know who's naughty and who's nice.
Oh, geez. All right. Gonna go ahead and move on down to 7, which is our Impact After School Conference. This is the 11th, if you can believe it, Impact After School Conference year that we've done. And I'm really excited about it. It's going to be a wonderful year. It's going to be a wonderful conference this year. We are a 2-day conference in September 28th and 29th. We will be here in Des Moines, which is a very central location for folks that are traveling. It's right off the interstate. If you will be traveling from out of town or out of Des Moines, obviously. Early bird registration is open right now. It's a discounted rate. You do not need a code at this time. You will receive the discounted rate. If you wait and register until after discounted rate closes, then we will be sharing with you a code for 21st century programs to enjoy a discounted rate to register for the conference. So the conference link is included here, and I'm wondering if Elva just put it in the chat, and I think she did. So you can go check it out there as well. There is a block of rooms available at the hotel. We will be at the Holiday Inn Northwest, like I said, in Des Moines. The rooms are set to be able to be reserved at the state rate. And the hotel is certified in human trafficking certification, so you don't have to worry about checking on that at all. We've done that for you, and we've secured the rate for you as well. There is also an open call for presenters. If there is something that you would like to present on, whether it's a best practice or something that's happening in your program or in your district, or if you'd like to present with a partner on something special that's happening in your program that you think other people would be interested in, please go ahead and fill out that call for presenters, and our PD committee will vet it, and perhaps you could present at the Impact Conference. Or if you know of other folks that would be interested in presenting, please send them our way. We already have several presentations lined up that are going to be very exciting for you. And one really cool thing is we've confirmed one of our keynote speakers, and that will be Coach D. He has been to Iowa before in many years past. Some of you may remember him, but for anybody that's new, you'll be pleasantly, I think you'll like it. It'll be very fun. He's a wonderful, dynamic speaker. He's a national keynote speaker. He recently did the keynote at the 21st Century Summer Summit a couple of years ago for the federal conference, and he's wonderful. He will do the keynote on the first day, and then he will offer also a breakout session that will be open for participants to go to. So that's all I know about Impact at this point, but please let me know if you have any questions, and either Elva and I will be very happy to answer them.
Well, that was almost too quick.
Well, we're getting so efficient.
Yes, well, we don't need to take an hour just because we schedule an hour all the time, but we do like to have an opportunity for you guys to answer questions. Why don't you turn off the recording? We're pretty well done with everything we wanted to announce.